the Badlands Farm Jack, my second one that dropped a pretty heavy load on me when trying to ratchet down. I decided to go in and fix the second one that had the same symptoms. The first one I thought was a defect. The second in a row, there's just a problem. So what I've done to get this jack to where it'll ratchet down properly. First, the white lithium grease that a lot of forums suggest, that just gummed up the works. I set it on garage door lube that'll cling to it and keep it lubricated. So that stud there gets Loctited after everything gets done so that it'll stay and it doesn't bounce out. Traveling down the road, best I can figure about 20 foot-pounds on these, and they have the Nylock nuts on the opposite side, so they'll stay. The springs here, those are new, heavier springs. The original springs were very, very flimsy. So I don't know how well that's going to show the difference, but a lot heavier spring. Got those at Ace. Don't know the part number. They were in a mixed bin. I paid a couple dollars a piece. These pins, they drive out from the long side because there's a burr over on the short side, so they drive out that direction. And any of your cast stuff you don't want to hammer on too much, but you don't have to. These ramps right there, those got dressed up with a file, and after I replaced the springs, I was still getting misbehavior out of the top pin. So this spring here goes up into a sleeve up in this cast here. I put a 5/8 spacer above the spring to make the spring more compressed, to give it enough strength to push this ramp fully down, that actually lifts this pin all the way out as it should, that it wasn't doing. Then lastly, this pin was still catching. You can see the scar marks where it was still catching. So on the tooth on the inside of things, I took a few thousandths off with a file because there's enough slop in this casting that it can wobble in this orientation up and down. So sometimes this would still catch, sometimes it wouldn't. Taking just a slight shaving off the inside end of it cured that. So now everything cycles crisply. The pins engage positively. They hold well. Going up, I mean, the jack worked going up from the get-go, but going down, where it would just drop at random because both the pins would come out. Now it'll ratchet down as it should, with one pin being engaged before the other releases on the way down. When there's a load on the foot, if there's no load on the foot and I've just got it freestanding, I can actually short cycle the handle a little bit and get it to descend a little quicker, but it still doesn't just drop all the way like this one was doing and the one prior to it was doing. So hope this helps someone out. Also, this right here where each end of this wire goes into this pin, I'm going to replace it with a better pin, one where the wire goes all the way through, because I've had that come apart on me already, and the jack's only a few days old. So people that strap these on their Jeeps, on their vehicles, on the side of their utility trailers, you know, you're going to want to Loctite, torque, and replace, so that things just don't go disappearing down the road. Something else that I'm going to do is this bolt just goes into a welded nut inside this tube. I'm going to drill this tube all the way through, and get a longer bolt so I can do a nylock nut on this opposite side so that it cannot rattle loose going down the road.